Welcome back to my channel. If you're a fan of psychological horror with a twist of body horror, then you're in for a wild ride today. Hatching, 2022, is a film that will keep you on the edge of your seat, gripping your attention from start to finish. This Finnish thriller follows the life of Tinja, a young gymnast who lives a seemingly perfect life. But behind the picture-perfect facade of her family, things are far from normal. Tinja's mother, obsessed with perfection and maintaining an ideal family image, pushes her to the limit, while Tinja herself harbors a deep desire for something more, something beyond the control of her controlling mother. When Tinja finds an unusual egg, things take a dark turn. What happens next? A chilling descent into a world where motherhood, family, and dark secrets collide in the most horrifying way possible. Prepare for intense suspense, shocking twists, and moments that will leave you questioning reality. The disturbing metamorphosis that follows is both heartbreaking and terrifying. Hatching is a disturbing exploration of the human psyche, family dynamics, and the price of perfection. Stay tuned, because we're diving deep into this thriller, unpacking every shocking moment and analyzing what makes Hatching such a unique and unsettling film. But be warned, this movie is not for the faint of heart. So grab some popcorn, sit tight, and let's explore the twisted world of Hatching. And if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join our community for more movie recaps and reviews. Let's get started. The story begins with a young girl named Tinja, who lives with her family, known for their famous flower business and popular blog. However, Tinja's life takes a dark turn when a seemingly harmless pet bird creates chaos in their home. Tinja's mother, frustrated by the bird's behavior, becomes increasingly angry and loses control. In a shocking outburst, she kills the bird by snapping its neck. Tinja is left horrified by the gruesome act. She disposes of the bird's body in a dustbin, but to her surprise, the bird is still alive and suffering. Later, Tinja observes her neighbor playing with her dog, and as she watches them, she notices an unusual and unsettling interaction. It appears the neighbor's dog is exhibiting strange behavior, almost as if it's under some kind of supernatural influence. That evening, while in her room, Tinja hears a strange sound, and upon investigation, follows the noise into the woods. There she discovers the bird, still alive and in pain. Overcome with emotion, Tinja ends its suffering by crushing its head underfoot. She is deeply disturbed by the bird's agony and comes to believe that it has been suffering for a reason, possibly linked to a deeper, more sinister cause. Later, Tinja brings the bird back to her house and hides it under her pillow, hoping to warm it up. The next day, when she returns to her performance practice, she struggles to focus and perform well. Her mother chastises her, saying that she needs to prioritize her performance over personal distractions, or someone else will take her place. Upon returning home, Tinja notices that the bird has grown larger and more threatening, and it seems to be drawing closer to her in an unnerving way. The next day, Tinja is horrified to notice that the creature, which she had hidden earlier, is growing at an alarming rate. A disturbing light begins to emanate from it, signaling that this is no ordinary being. It's something far more sinister. Tinja's distress grows as she talks to her friend, sharing the heartbreaking news that her father will soon be taking a shady deal, and she'll be forced to live with someone else. This news deeply saddens Tinja, and as she walks away, a single tear falls from her eye. The creature, sensing her sorrow, sniffs the tear, and suddenly it begins to break apart. A terrifying dark mist starts to fill the room, and Tinja panics, retreating to hide. But soon, something far more dangerous emerges from the creature, which now begins to look directly at her through the window. Terrified, Tinja is left shaken, unsure of what to do next. The following day, Tinja notices a piece of broken glass, seemingly from the pressure of the creature's growth. Her hands are marked with a faint, eerie imprint, confirming the creature's presence. As Tinja continues to wrestle with the mounting chaos around her, she finds herself unable to avoid the creature's growing influence. That night, she tries to keep her distance and sleep in peace. But the creature's presence becomes inescapable, and it relentlessly draws nearer to her. In a desperate move, Tinja hides the creature's body, hoping to keep it from getting out of control, but her brother witnesses her actions. He accuses Tinja of being responsible for the death of the creature, but the rest of the family refuses to believe him. When Tinja's mother finds out, she forces her into a confrontation, and the situation becomes even more dire. The next day, as Tinja faces her most intense trial yet, the creature attacks her in her room. Terrified, she runs away, but her fear is far from over. The creature is still out there, lurking in the shadows. Meanwhile, Tinja's mother begins to notice strange occurrences and questions her daughter's behavior, leading to a tense confrontation. But the creature continues to hide, only revealing itself when it chooses. And Tinja struggles to deal with this terrifying new reality. The next day, Tinja prepares for a practice session, hoping to improve her performance. She heads out with her friend Rada, but finds herself struggling. Her mother, noticing Tinja's lack of progress, advises her that to succeed, she must consistently put in the effort. Only then will she be able to win the competition. Tinja, frustrated, begins to feel the pressure of the upcoming event. Meanwhile, the creature is becoming increasingly aware of Tinja's struggles, and it begins to stalk her. Rita senses something is wrong, feeling that someone is following her. She grows fearful, and Tinja, noticing Rita's distress, urges her to return home for safety. As they make their way back, the creature launches an attack on Rita. Tinja, realizing that the creature is targeting her friends, rushes to her aid. Rita is injured, and as she recovers, Tinja discovers that the creature has changed its form, now resembling a more terrifying version of itself. Tinja's emotional state becomes more fragile, and she begins to feel responsible for the chaos unfolding around her. To calm her, Rita takes Tinja to her boyfriend's house, hoping to provide a safe space for her. During their time there, Tinja learns that Rita's family is going through changes, including a divorce, and that they might need to stay in the new house for a while. This news adds to Tinja's feelings of displacement. That night, Tinja seeks solace with the creature, feeling as though it understands her more than anyone else. However, the following day, the situation worsens when Tinja's friend, Rita, is severely injured by the creature. It has grown more violent, and in the process, Rita loses her hand, making it impossible for her to perform at her best in the competition. When Rita sees Tinja, she accuses her of causing her injuries, believing that Tinja is somehow responsible for the creature's violent behavior. Tinja, devastated by her friend's pain, flees the scene. She returns home, furious at the creature for wreaking havoc on her life and the lives of those she cares about. As the days pass, the creature's behavior grows increasingly erratic. Tinja, now fully aware of the danger it poses, must confront the horrifying reality of her connection with the creature. As Tinja continues with her practice, she feels the pressure mounting from her soon-to-be father. Despite her discomfort, he insists that she push through, making her feel even more conflicted. One day while practicing, Tinja hears a strange noise and decides to follow it. She sneaks into the operator's room, and her soon-to-be father follows her, asking if everything is all right. Tinja tries to stop the gate from opening, but in a quick move, the gate opens, and he catches a glimpse of what's happening. He realizes that the source of the disturbance is not the pressure, but rather Tinja herself. Angrily, he tries to attack her, but Tinja manages to close the door, trapping his hand in the process. Furious, he demands an apology from Tinja for her actions. Reluctantly, Tinja apologizes, and after a tense moment, he forgives her. Later, Tinja heads to her practice session as her competition is approaching. However, she is filled with fear and uncertainty, knowing the creature is still lurking around. Meanwhile, the creature has now fully taken Tinja's form and is heading towards her soon-to-be father with deadly intentions. Tinja, sensing the danger, makes a drastic decision. She intentionally injures her own hand, hoping to draw attention away from the creature and protect herself from the looming threat. As the turmeric falls, it becomes clear to Tinja's soon-to-be father that she may be the one trying to harm him. The thought frightens him deeply. Meanwhile, the pressure, taking the form of the creature, flees the scene, resembling Tinja more than ever before. When Tinja confronts her soon-to-be father, he angrily accuses her of attacking him and attempting to kill him. However, she tries to explain that she was simply in the competition with him and had no intention of hurting him. The next day, Tinja refuses to allow the creature to accompany her. But when Tinja's mother enters her room, she doesn't find Tinja. Instead, she encounters the creature, which looks eerily like Tinja. As the creature makes its escape attempt, her mother's anger flares and she attacks it. Just as the situation intensifies, Tinja arrives, and both are left astonished by what they witness. Her mother scolds her, and Tinja goes to her mother to explain everything. She reveals how she had helped a creature, which led to the pressure manifesting in this form, causing all of the ensuing problems. Feeling responsible, Tinja embraces her fate. She resolves to either reason with the creature or destroy it. But the creature once again attacks her mother, leading to a fierce confrontation. In the struggle, the creature mistakenly stabs Tinja, and her blood spills out. This causes the creature to absorb Tinja's essence, and it fully transforms, taking on its original form. The transformation is complete, and Tinja's mother, devastated, declares that this is no longer her daughter. With the creature's full emergence, Tinja's fate seems sealed, and that's a wrap for the twisted tale of hatching. What starts as a seemingly normal family drama soon turns into a horrifying battle between identity, nature, and the strange creatures lurking beneath the surface. From the birth of something unimaginable to the shocking twist that leaves us questioning what's real, this story takes us on a wild, unpredictable journey. So what do you think of the movie? Did you enjoy the horror and suspense, or was there something you found unsettling? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, if you like this recap, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated with more mind-bending stories like this one. Until next time, stay tuned for more movie recaps, and remember, not every story is as it seems.